I guess I just kind of wanted to talk about this before I just kind of like resume my content from like after me taking a little bit of a break. I know I don't like owe this to anybody or anything like that, but I kind of felt that it was really important to talk about just some things that I've been feeling while I've had my time off YouTube for a little bit. Even though I've had videos going up, I haven't been actively filming, so that's been really nice to have that break. But I have kind of realized a few things while I've been on my break, and I guess like the more that I am going through college and the more that I have like kind of had this time off, the more that I see how much so many people have on them right now. I'm just thinking of like the things that I have to do. I'm a full-time student, I have an internship, I have a regular job, I have YouTube, I have grad school, and I also have like family and friends and my boyfriend that I love spending time with, and all like a million and one tasks in between those. And so many times it can feel like, how do I balance this? How do I feel like I can enjoy the things whenever I'm so busy? I've really realized with my time off how much I've been selling myself short, and kind of how I have been just kind of doing too much for others and not enough for myself. And I've been stretching myself really thin in order to do a lot. And I feel like we live in a society where it's very like, if you're not doing the absolute most at all hours of the day, then why even do it in the first place? Like, we live in a very productive, very driven, motivated, kind of like almost like a toxic mindset whenever it comes to work and success. And like, people define success in a million different ways, but a lot of people do that with being productive. And sometimes whenever your to-do list is a million miles long, it feels impossible to start just to even do the work, let alone like start it and anything like that. And it just can become so overwhelming. And I have had a lot of time to think about how I can be mindful and make myself a priority, even though I have a million other things to do. And I have heard this saying before of being an advocate for yourself. I heard it from Sarah Nicole Landry. I absolutely love her. But I heard her mention one time in a podcast that you need to be an advocate for yourself. And I never really heard it be put that way before. But ever since I've heard her say, you need to advocate for yourself, if you're not going to advocate for yourself, then nobody else will. And with all that's going on, we're still dealing with everything going on with the pandemic, and that has been very stressful still, and trying to live in a different world. And on top of that, we also have an election year, and that has everybody's emotions really high. And I guess since I've taken this time off, I've not really taken a lot of time off. I've just kind of put my time somewhere else towards like my internship and my work and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to express that it is okay to take a break. It is okay to stand up and be like, no, I can't do that. No, that time doesn't work for me. No, I can't do that day. Rather than just saying yes to a million different things, and at the end of the day you are stretched so thin where you have no time for yourself. And I got to that point last week, and I feel like I'm in a good enough place to talk about this, because I tried to talk about it in last week's vlog and I couldn't without crying. So I went to the chiropractor last week, and she was adjusting my back, and I hadn't seen her in a month. I'm now monthly with her. She went to go adjust my neck, and she said that my neck was so locked from where I was carrying all of my stress in my neck and my upper back, and I pretty much have caused that pain on me from where I've been so stressed out with a lot of different aspects of my life. I have just been so busy to the point where it's like I don't have enough hours in the day to do everything that I feel like I need to do. And her having to tell me like, I am struggling to fix your back because there's so much stress that you are carrying on your body and it's hurting you, that was really hard. It took a lot out of me to hear that I was not properly coping with my stress, and I was just like putting it all up here and just not dealing with it correctly. And I wasn't unpacking my day. I wasn't being vocal if something was stressing me. I wasn't advocating for myself like I should have. And now that I have just kind of taken this little bit of time off, I've really been able to see that it's okay. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take some time out of your day to make sure that you are staying in check with yourself, because if you're not giving to yourself and you're not replenishing from you giving constantly, you're going to be left empty. And it's kind of hard because I feel like I'm a very giving person. I'm a very generous person. I try to give and do. I'm very helpful. Like, I'm a type 2. I am the helper, and I try to give and do and help in any way that I can. And sometimes I do that by sacrificing my time, my energy, my money, whatever it is. And I have learned that that's okay to help people, but I need to make sure that I am in a good enough place to where I can actually help you. Because if I am doing 5 million things all at once, then I'm half everything, you know, and that's not okay. And I wasn't prioritizing myself, and I was prioritizing everything else and everyone else's needs. And it was really good to like realize that, and I'm glad that I have been able to kind of recognize that. And it's not been easy. It's been hard because I am a person, I don't take criticism very well. I struggle sometimes even like with constructive criticism, but I try to like separate myself from it. And yeah, it's kind of hard to accept that if I've recognized that I've done something wrong. It's hard for me to kind of admit that. So I don't know what this video was. I just really felt the need to kind of talk about my time off a little bit and just kind of talk about a few things, because I feel like so many people are in the same boat where their stress levels are to the max and they are really wearing thin because everything that's going on is just very, very stressful time in life right now. I really hope that this like in some way was helpful and just kind of made you kind of like take a step back and recognize, like, if you're cutting yourself short, to really recognize that you need time and you need effort put back into yourself. And yeah, I just really hope that that was helpful, and I really appreciate you guys listening, and thank you guys so much. And I am going to be starting back getting some more content up for you guys, and I am looking forward to that. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.